We looked at 25 bridges once in the summer of 1990, and nobody had done a biography on Condi McCullough, the state bridge engineer, which really got me interested in his bridges, including the Oregon City Arch Bridge. He really liked to use concrete and concrete arches. The interesting story is how we ended up with the bridge we have today. A plate girder steel arch with a concrete covering. At one time he said this was one of the most challenging problems he ever had, but he was really up for it. The challenge here was that we had some paper mills that had some caustic emissions. It wasn't a very good environment for an unprotected steel bridge. The concrete arch wouldn't work at this location because it would require some false work in the river to support the concrete when it's curing. And that wasn't going to happen in part because of the swift current, but also it's a shipping channel. So what he decided to do was use the old suspension bridge to support construction of a new bridge and use the towers and the cable to cradle the pieces of the new steel arch, and then finally covered that with gunite, much like Shotcrete today. So what we end up with, though, at Oregon City is his first major bridge. You'll find a very nice sidewalk railing. It's a one-of-a-kind on this bridge. And McCullough played around with textures and colors of concrete. We have some what we call inset panels on the structure where you see the aggregate there. It's rough, so it causes the texture to change, so the light hits it differently. This is the first McCullough bridge where we see entry pylons or obelisks. They tell the driver that you're entering a bridge, you're entering a special space. They look like the obelisks at Ramses II's temple at Luxor. There are two things that come to mind about McCullough's design for this bridge. It was innovative, and it's the only one of its kind in the world. This bridge ties two communities together. Years later, McCullough was writing to a friend of his and talking about his bridges and probably reflecting on his career. And he said, some of those bridges came out so well they make life worth living. My hope is that the centennial celebration will echo that.